So I like it when the shadows are a bit more saturated than the lights. So all the shadows, I'm not gonna make them saturated. I'll make some of them more reddish than orange. I like to make nostrils very saturated. Saturated ear. Yeah. Lips are more like rosy. Should not interfere with the eyes for now. I'm gonna delete that from that layer. Okay, looks good now. So the secret to a better skin tones is to make it less monotone. You know, so right now we have a lot of orange. So if I add a bit of more greenish tones, then I look more natural. Here I'm gonna add greenish. They're very specific areas, very specific colors for very specific areas. So the nose tends to be more red. And also the cheeks have some red tones there. And this part, the lower lid, usually has like either purple or blue tones. In the neck area, I like to add also greenish tones. and the chest. I'm gonna pick a very saturated orange, and I'm going to do some subsurface scattering. So the subsurface scattering, I'm gonna find it in the terminator of the lighting, which is where the shadow meets the light. Also, these areas, they're gonna have a lot of subsurface. You can go crazy with the tones, really. But basically, these are the ones that you will usually find in these areas. So it's bluish or greenish on the chin because it's very close to the bone, and in softer areas like the nose and the cheeks you will find more reddish tones. And here, this area, I like to put some yellow, orange. You can complement these tones with other layer settings. Let me just finish this nostril. I'll show you. Yeah. So you can go to multiply and make the nose a bit red. Maybe not that bright. You know, some artists like to do very red noses. Just lower the opacity. Now you have a red nose. I like to do that sometimes. Sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it does work. And some red tones below the eyelid. barely noticeable. Okay. And for the mouth, I'm just gonna make the shadows a bit less saturated. Because it looks funny, it looks too bright. There, I think it looks pretty good. Just gonna add some more of this saturated color. It looks okay now. Now I can erase some of the parts that isn't skin. On top of these layers, I can keep adding lights on the shadow. My Photoshop does really weird things, so don't freak out if some weird lines appear. Okay, I think we can move on to the next chapter, which is the eyes. The skin usually takes a lot of time, but I think we're pretty much done here. And now we're gonna do the eyes.